Hi Army, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in again today. And if you're new here, welcome to the family. Today, we're going to talk about something that many Army already know, but it still hits the heart every time we remember it, the way Suga protects Jimin. Their bond is something deep, warm, and sincere, and there are so many moments that show how strong and meaningful their relationship is. So let's talk about the moments that prove the BTS Hyung line, especially Suga, is truly the best. When you look at Jimin, you see someone soft, warm-hearted, and always giving. He is someone who tends to care deeply about others, sometimes even more than he cares about himself. He has a tendency to hold in his worries and emotions so he won't burden someone else. And it's exactly this kind of heart that Suga has always watched over. Suga, on the outside, may seem calm, quiet, and sometimes even cold, but the truth is he is one of the most observant and caring people in BTS. And when it comes to Jimin, he notices everything even before Jimin says anything. One of the most emotional moments happened during the Wings era. Jimin was struggling with his confidence during that time. He opened up later that he felt pressured to do everything perfectly and was afraid of making mistakes. And while everyone in BTS supported him, it was Suga who would quietly sit next to him, offer him a drink, give him a pat on the back, or simply be there without saying anything. Sometimes, you don't need a big comforting speech, just someone who stays. And Suga stayed. There was a moment during one of the concerts when Jimin was visibly exhausted. He was breathing heavily, and the camera caught him trying to hold himself together while performing. Right behind him, Suga placed a hand on his back, steady and grounding, letting him know he wasn't alone. It was subtle, but Army saw it. And it was enough to break everyone's heart in the most beautiful way. Another unforgettable moment was during the Bon Voyage series. Jimin was trying to cook something, and things were getting overwhelming. He started apologizing repeatedly, almost out of habit. And Suga gently told him, "You don't have to apologize for everything." It was a small sentence, but one that carried so much meaning. Jimin always apologizes, even for things he doesn't need to. And Suga, who understands him deeply, wanted him to stop hurting himself with unnecessary guilt. That is love. That is protection, and who can forget the legendary "Don't Cry" moment? During a concert, Jimin was overwhelmed with emotion and tears began to fall. The crowd screamed his name, cheering for him. But from behind, Suga stepped in, hugged him, and said, "It's okay. Don't cry." It wasn't just about stopping tears, it was about holding him together when he was falling apart. It was one of those rare moments that Army still talks about today. The interesting thing is, Suga is not someone who expresses affection easily. He has said many times that physical affection is not natural for him. But with Jimin, he lets that wall down. He gives pats, hugs, back rubs, and words of comfort. That tells you how strong their bond is. Jimin brings out a softer side of Suga, and Suga brings out a safer side of Jimin. Their dynamic is almost like a warm blanket and a steady heartbeat. Jimin is the sunshine, the soft laughter, the emotion, while Suga is the quiet night sky, holding everything in place. They fit each other. They balance each other. And that is what makes their bond so real. There's also the way Suga praises Jimin. Not in loud ways, but in small, real moments. During interviews, if someone asks about members' strengths, Suga always mentions Jimin's dedication and his heart. He once said, "Jimin works harder than anyone, even when no one is watching." And the fact that he notices that is protection too. Because it means Suga doesn't just see Jimin as a performer. He sees the person. The heart. The struggle. And Jimin, on the other hand, trusts Suga deeply. Whenever Jimin is uncertain, tired, or emotional, he naturally gravitates towards Suga. He leans in, sits close, or just looks for him. That kind of instinct to seek comfort doesn't come from nowhere. It grows from years of being cared for, quietly and sincerely. One of the most touching things about Suga and Jimin's relationship is that they don't need grand gestures. Their love is shown in the small things: silent support, gentle touches, and understanding looks. It's the kind of bond that grows with time and doesn't need to be displayed loudly. It just is. Even during times of difficulty, such as when members began preparing for military service, Jimin and Suga shared moments that showed how deeply they care for each other. When Suga enlisted, Jimin was one of the members who accompanied him quietly. No cameras, no spotlight, just family doing what family does. And now, when Jimin is away for military service, fans know that Suga is one of the people who will be waiting for him, ready to welcome him back warmly. Bonds like theirs don't fade with time. They grow stronger. So, to every army watching this right now, take a moment to remember, BTS is not just a group. They are a family. And the love between them is real, deep, and beautifully human. Thank you so much for watching. If this video made your heart warm, don't forget to like, comment your favorite Suga and Jimin moment, and subscribe so you don't miss the next story. See you in the next video, Army. Stay safe and keep loving with a soft heart.